Wait, what?
Today we're going to do a review. This is a test run, effectively, of doing some reviews because I'd like to do something a bit more complex in the future. So I thought I'd take a whack at it with something simpler. So today we're going to do Ninja Town for the Nintendo DS. And I thought I'd start with just going over the packaging as far as what you get with the game. Because most of the time you'll just see a review and it's, oh, here's some screenshots, here's what I think, and that's it. So I thought I'd at least, since this actually has real packaging and we seem to be going towards a more media-less world, let's just see what we've got. So here's the front cover, obviously. And so this whole game is based off of a series called Shawnimals, which are very cutesy stuffed critters, and there's a whole big website about it, and they have all sorts of stuff they can sell you if you want one, like a stuffed critter or a stuffed blobby thing or a stuffed demon critter. Whatever thrills you. So on the back it talks about how this is a tower defense game, and it very much is a tower defense game with a fair bit of strategy to it. And inside you get your regular instruction manual, so, and the usual fare. You get a little backstory talking about the ninja consultant, who happens to be this little guy here with the little pie chart, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you read through the manual, gives you ideas on mechanics, how things go, more pictures. At least it's in color, which is kind of nice. And they also included this rather novel little vinyl stickery thing. So you get a little white ninja sticker and then instructions on how to do it on the back. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. Now, Ninja Town was apparently developed by a company called Venon, and typically they seem to do a lot of cell phone development, so portable applications. So this is one of the few titles I saw on their website that they talked about for the Nintendo DS, and then I guess South Peak is actually the people who published it for them. Yep, there's Venon. So as you can see, this is a very cutesy game, and you can do multiplayer, but I don't have a setup to do multiplayer. And so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to pick a couple levels and just demonstrate them just so you see how the game plays. So I'm going to start a pretty early one here, and they come in a bunch of several flavors, but mostly it's lots of A to B, stop them from getting from that point to the next, and then there's lots of little dialogue, and you can hit start at any time. So I can just push on. So at the very top you have your old master ninja guy who is essentially directing the action. Here's your map, and here's the first guy that you're going to have to deal with. Now I can roll around with the D-pad and set up defenses before, and then you click and you just, so I click a type, and then here's the anti-ninja, and it tells you about it, so you can look at details and cost and so forth, and say build me one of them. And then if I'm ready to go, I can hit this little fast forward button down here and wait for the magic to happen. So they're going to start trekking. Now that we've kind of gone over the basic mechanics here, let's do a much harder round. So I'm stuck at around round 7, and you can see I did well on this one, but did not do so well on the other ones, where you get a rating based on how many monsters get through. So with an A, I didn't let any through. With a B, I let 2 through, and with a D, I let almost all but like 2 get through. So it sits there and says, hey, look! And so what they've done on this particular version of the map is there are 2 sources in which enemies are going to originate from, and I need to deal with that. And so this is what they call a modifier building, and this one is one called the Ninja Temple, and it gives you a description of what it does. And I'm going to get some more different monsters coming through here in a second. These guys have goggles, and then they spit syrup at you, and off they go. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to upgrade a building. And also, I haven't shown you this little stick up here, which is essentially the Old Master Ninja Power Stick. And so as you continue through the game, you get more options. So for example, there's one where it says "Get off my lawn," where you have to blow into the microphone to make the wind blow in a certain direction. It'll make the monsters slide in that direction. Wake Up Call will make them all hurry up and start moving faster. This one stops time for everything on the map, and some of these require 2 dots of energy to use. So for example, the Wheel of Efficiency, where you can get money, which is typically what I try to use it for, and you just keep going. So I'm going to throw down some different guys here. And the other one is the little slingshot, is the ranged ninjas. So for example, the sniper ninja is very effective versus air units, but kind of sucks when they hit things on the ground. And the forest ninja ignores armor, but that's about their only problem. Is they ignore armor, but they're not very effective versus air or ground. They just do some damage. And then the white ninjas actually throw snowballs to slow down creatures. And let's throw down some mountain ninjas. Oh, that's pretty much it for my money. And you can see now I filled my bar. And let's use the Wheel of Efficiency. Turn, turn, turn. And I try to stop on the ninja cookie, and I have to click it. And it says, hey, I got 100 extra cash units up here. I'm going to upgrade some buildings. And let's add some modifier buildings too. Let's talk about those while I have a chance. Okay, the training dojo is one of the early ones you get. Essentially, it ups attack. Guard tower increases the range of all adjacent. So essentially, the modifier building affects all adjacent buildings to the left, right, up, down, and diagonal. So if I place this building here when I have enough money, all slots that are adjacent will be affected by that power up. So, for example, let's say I want to make we'll do the Tea Bistro, which makes them move faster. Doesn't seem like such a bad thing, does it? Right now I'm just waiting on money. Now what you'll see the forest ninja, he hits everything in an area, so he does massive damage to all units that are around him, which is pretty cool. And let's throw down some more anti-air units, since they're going to be coming with those. Do an upgrade. Do an upgrade. And now we're just waiting. So these are balloon guys. So essentially these, in this particular tower defense game, monsters may have the ability to attack back. So for example, as you can see, occasionally these guys in balloons will shoot back at the things on the ground. And that's not healthy for my guys, because after they take X amount of damage, they just fall over and then they can just walk through unhindered. Never a good thing in the long run. So I'm going to throw down another building to do anti-air here. When it gets done building, do a tech up. Also notice how when they hit, there's big splashy things when they're hitting. That means that they're very effective when they're hitting things. If you don't see big impacts, it doesn't. That's actually in the manual, because otherwise I wouldn't have noticed that myself. And it looks like I'm... Oop, nope, they didn't get through. I thought I was going to lose that. And let's add another Ninja Temple to increase my money and my Old Man Ninja resources, so I can afford to tech up. Oh, I think I'm in trouble. Nope. Alright, since I'm having a little trouble with the anti-air guys, let's start really pushing them. Oh, I only have 5. Alright. Now this time I'm going to use one of the special abilities. Now I have the Ninja Baby, which I talked about before, which slows things down. The Ninja Dropping, which does a collection of poison damage. Ninja Consultant, which will speed up everything in an area on the screen. And then Super Ninja does a shockwave type thing. So let's pick a spot and say we're going to Super Ninja. Bam! And then everyone else, you know, the ninja, my guys are holding okay, and then while the enemy is now just stunned completely and will just get smoked. Which isn't a bad thing. And I now have a load of money, so I need to spend. In a way, I kind of view this as, since I play a ton of StarCraft, I just kind of think of it's very StarCraft-like in that respect, where one of the objectives is keep your money low, so you can. So if you're spending money, it means that you're pretty much at max, and I can keep up with the tech on the monsters. Also, as a note, like in this case, I have maximized this building. It is at maximum as far as its ability to upgrade. I can only go up to level 5 for any upgrade. Oh, one of them got through. Bummer.